Hey, welcome in. It is Tuesday, not Monday, because I've had a weekend. So I needed a day, but we're here and we're gonna check out a new game called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It got pretty good reviews on Steam and it looked really cute. And it was on sale one day and I was like, all right, it's sold, but I will try it out. So I'm looking forward to getting to that. I don't know a whole lot about like gameplay or anything, but it looked like it had some pretty good artwork, so I'm excited to check that out. All right, you guys, we are down to 3 kittens. I know everybody wants kitten updates, you know. If you don't want kitten updates, you're getting kitten updates, all right? That's what's happening. Everyone's getting a kitten update around here. So this weekend, we took all 5 of them on a 2-hour car ride to visit my parents. And they actually did very, very well. They did very, very well. So, we put 1 in a harness and we put the other 4 in the carrier case. It's like a fabric case, so it's not one of those hard cat carriers. And, it took about 15 minutes for them to settle down, and then they were really good till about the halfway mark when one of them wanted to escape. And I said, you can't, you have another hour to go. And after a few minutes, they settled down, and then we got to my parents' house. And I thought having Kai and I and all the kitties together would make the transition smoother. Like they would cling to us, you know. I kind of expect them to like hide with us, but no. We set those suckers down in my parents' house and they were immediately hiding. They were immediately gone. They were hiding and couldn't find any of them. Oh my god, they were just like hidden behind like bookcases and in like the smallest spaces you could find. And we were kind of worried about the first day that like nobody was settling in, not even the ones we were keeping. We were trying to give them like treats. Like Kai was like, here's a treat, and I was like, here's a treat. It was not working. They didn't eat like dinner. I was a little worried. But we're like, okay, we'll give them the night. And we did end up finding a few of them. And then Saturday, we decided to put them in like a contained room. I read something that if you put them in like a contained room, it's less overwhelming, right? I thought having us would be enough to make it not overwhelming, but they needed to be in a contained room. And that seemed to help. We left for a few hours. Went and did some stuff with my parents, had some lunch, and then came back. And they were still nervous, but better. And then by the time we were leaving on Sunday, they were playing in the room. So at least like they were like happy in the room that they were staying in, which made me feel better. And then I was kind of worried about putting the cats back in the carrier and leaving the 2 behind, putting 2 in the carrier, one in a harness. Yeah, we're gonna try to take we're not gonna try to take adventures for walks, but we could if we wanted to. We have a harness for her now. Actually, any one of them. We could put it on any of them. But no, they were pretty fine with that. And we packed up and they didn't seem all that sad. And then we came home. And the 3 that we have here, luckily, weren't looking for them. I think mostly they were just tired. They were just exhausted from a very stressful weekend. And they're playing now. I can't believe how much quieter having 3 versus 2 kittens is, or 5 kittens. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty good balance now. I feel not overwhelmed with kittens. I do miss them, but my mom's been giving me some updates and she shared a couple photos and they're starting to take pretty well to my parents. They're starting to explore a tiny bit outside the room. They're still mostly in that one room that we left them in, but I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You guys. Now my mom's like, she bought some treats for them and she's like, they don't like my treats, they only like your treats. And I'm like, sorry for giving you some bougie kittens because our treats are handmade. It's super easy. Like they're not even like special. It's just a can of tuna fish, an egg, and you want non-gluten flour. So the recipe originally called for oat flour, but I have coconut flour, which they said was fine. A little bit of that and some water, because otherwise nothing will blend well. You put in the little blender, bloop, 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 and then you put that sucker into a little Ziploc baggie and cut the little corner off so you can pipe, bloop, 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 make little dots, you know, and then just bake them. It really doesn't take that much time. And I don't know, I like them. They're a little bit easier to like control how much you're giving to your cats, and especially like when we had 5, those little long tubes was a disaster. Those long, they have like some kitten treats in long tubes. A disaster. So I started doing that as a way to like being able to control how many treats and how much they're gonna get. And sounds like they like those. So I'm glad. I do miss them a little bit, but it's been kind of nice being able to sleep into my alarm now without 12 cats knocking at my door. So we got the 3, and I'm very happy with having the 3. They're very cute. Now we gotta look into pet insurance. Ugh. We're debating on whether or not we want to get some pet insurance now that we're down to 3. It's like a toss-up if it's gonna be worth it or not, you know. It's just another thing, right? But we do need to get them new food dishes. The ones we're using now are like a little too deep. I need to get some shallower, wider ones because their whiskers are touching the edges of the bowl. So when the food gets to be too low, they keep like searching the other bowls, which they're all in the same bowls right now. And I think if we had some wider bowls, they wouldn't do that. We'll see. And it sounds like the cats are not eating well at my mom's too. I was gonna call her. I'll call her tomorrow and see if I can get a new update. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the transition. I know sometimes it doesn't feel very fast or feel slow, but I'm like, it's only been a couple days. I guess my brother, when he brought home his first cat, that cat hid in the bathroom for a whole week. Like it wouldn't come out of their bathroom for a week before it finally got comfortable enough to explore the house a little bit. So I think my kittens are doing better than his cat. I will say my kittens are much younger. They're about 4 months, where he had like a grown adult. So by that time, there's something to, you know, the adults are nice. Adopting adult cats, it can be really rewarding, but they are adult, and so sometimes they are set in their ways. With kittens, you got a little bit more time to mold them, and I think they're a little bit easier to get used to new situations quicker. Like they're not more curious, but like they kind of like get over their fears a little bit. They're a little bit more, I'm not open-minded is not the right word, but kind of like that. All right, that's my kitten update. Kitten update done. Like I said, we're getting into I was a teenage exocolonist. So let me kind of get things moved over there. Snacking. Let me get this. Huh? What? Is there no sound? Is there no sound? Hello? Oh, there's sound. But now it's not capturing properly, huh? Hold on a second. It should be this one. There it goes. Okay. There it goes. Hey, Frog, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm doing good. We just dropped off some kittens, and now we have just 3. I'm doing the stress is work as usual, you know. The usual. We're doing fine. The summer is hot. We're okay. We're alive. I hope you're doing pretty well. I hope you're doing well too. Okay. I know it's been a while. I hope you've been busy with good things. I hope you've been busy with good things. Wake up. Warning, this game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. Decent enough. What am I eating? I'm eating a smoothie and peanut butter filled pretzels along with some nuts. Got snacky things. Oh, we probably should check out the warnings. We'll do that. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke and fire! Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Snacky things. Exactly. It's my dinner. It's my dinner because I forgot to put leftovers away last night, and so your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet and then collapses. Oh, someone's coming closer to us. I forgot to put the leftovers away. It was my fault. So Kai wouldn't let me eat the chicken that we forgot to put out last night. He's like, do you want food poisoning? Because that's how you get food poisoning. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. Let's see if we can yell what's going on. You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you to the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight. Dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. She's the enemy? No, my friend. Glowing eyes. You shake your head and clear the vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? That's no dog. If she's my enemy, she would just let me. Holy moly, what is that? Creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Umbreon. Gotta catch 'em all. Yes. You are born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. What's this game about? I'm not 100% sure. Fair enough. I don't know. Like, we obviously have amnesia, but I think you're supposed to like figure out like your life and stuff like that on a colony in space, something like that. Amnesia? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have amnesia in the beginning or something like that. There's something going on that way, like you can make all these decisions. That's like me every day. Fair enough. I feel like the same. All right, like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 4 in the hope that they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you. Art style sick. The gameplay would be a deal breaker for me though. Oh, it's 100% story. It says it's RPG simulation and strategy. By the way, I got into Clash Royale. I've been playing it nonstop the last few days. Stop. I think my brother's addicted to that game. Stop. Another game. So we can be Solana K. Solana, which is easy. Solane. Or something else. I don't know. Let's be Solana. Solana. All right. I got, you know what, honestly, the artwork is what made me want this game. Why didn't you choose something else and name yourself? I don't know. I'm tired of being Kit. That's a missed opportunity. Solana's so pretty. Why would I want to be Kit when I could be Solana? All right. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Name him Frog Muncher. It makes it interesting in cutscenes. Oh, sometimes, yeah, right. Right. So, let's see. We have. Oh, so you get, they give you the. That's cool that you can be like. We'll be here on the scale. That sounds good. Androgynous. Okay, so you can be feminine, androgynous, and late teens, and masculine. We want to be androgynous. Damn, that's woke. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Virtumna will be like. Can we change our... No, so we have a little bit of empathy, 10 out of 100. We have none of the rest of the stuff. So we've got empathy, persuasion, creativity, and bravery, which are all under, like, communication, it looks like. And we've got, like, smarts, it looks like, with reasoning, organization, engineering, and biology. And we have strength with toughness, perception, combat, and animals. All right, so we're not stressed. That's stress and rebellion. Okay. Uh-oh, not a rebellious teen at all. Friend memories. So, like, yeah, I think right now, giggling, first words. All right, so maybe we do. Huh. You'll keep adding to your deck. Oh, I wonder if it's another card thing. You'll keep adding to your deck as you age, and you can forget cards by spending time relaxing. Rebellion, I know. Oh, Mom, you can't tell me what to do. You have a limited number of gear slots based on your organization and other skills. Click gear to equip and unequip. Collectibles that you find while exploring may be given as gifts to friends or used during challenges for one-use bonuses. Okay. So, like... Okay. 6 cards for use in challenges. Interesting. Character traits. Oh, so we already have the... Okay, so if I want... Okay, I can take that off anytime I need. Well, we can rename the character right here. I don't want to, though. Well, I don't want to rename my character yet. We just got here. Every child on... Is this a card game? I think it is a card-based game. Like a deck... A little bit of a deck... builder. Call her beef poison. Call her food poisoning from the chicken that you ate when you should have thrown away. Every child on the stratospheric is given 1 genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. So we can have eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament, or nothing at all. I want eagle eyes. Damn, I wish I had eagle eyes. Another good name. Your eyes have both eagle and owl DNA, so you have superhuman long distance and night vision. Not only can you see all the way to the holo projector from the back of the classroom, but you can read Professor Hall's private holo palm notes. Sometimes they say confidential, which is exciting, but you don't understand most of the big words. You can barely see anything nowadays. I just read it to you. I know. I wish I had eagle eyes. I wish I had this. All right. Well, +1 to skill reward at the end of physical red challenge if you win. Thanks. You're welcome. That's a free service. That's a free service for you guys. All right. Oh, look at all these kids. The other kids think you're a little weird, except energetic and loyal Anemone, tough and gentle Cal. Oh, so we can pick our best friend here. Bold and quiet Mars, quiet and adventurous Dis, studious and mature Tangent. Pick the orange-haired. I think that's Anemone. He looks like a good pal. He does. He looks friendly. I wonder if we could tell who's who. We can't really tell who's who. Shy and sweet Tammy. Well, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 4 here. Hold on a second. He's my best bud already. This girl looks tough. Okay, wait, hold on a second. A name just came up. What? Okay, so that's Marzipan. Got it. Okay, I can click on them. Nice. That's Dis. Okay, so they're not. That's Cal. And then that is Anemone. Nice, we got it. Energetic girl who loves sports. She, her. So those two are just unknown, I guess. So Tammy and Tangent are unknown, unless they're somewhere else in here. Oh, that's all. That's the whole thing. Okay, I thought that was a guy, but well, you know, when they're 9, who's keeping track exactly? All right, well, you know what? Energetic and loyal. I like loyalty. So they're 9 and we don't know anything else about them. Do we know anything else about? We don't know anything else about any of them except they're 11 and 10 and 9 again. Okay. We do know one thing. They're our best friend from now on. That's very true. Anemone likes us. All right. Anemone is the most enthusiastic person you know. Your favorite memory is the time she taught you how to play 0G sports ball after class, whether they like it or not. She never means to get you into trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. Okay, so you can go back if you don't want her, but Anemone's loyalty. All cards become 2. Okay. Yeah, Anemone. We're going with her. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to the star systems. Oh god, it is a card game. It is a card game, yes. The planet Vertum. I just don't know how the cards are going to work. Like there are supposed to be battles and stuff like that. So I just don't know how everything's going to shake down yet. On the other side, you run emergency drills for months to prepare. So right now, we've got egoized, we got friendship, and we have some memories. So that should be in our deck. Yeah, look at these. We got some more in our deck. Okay. Uh-oh. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble, and things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Solana, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Can I click on my parents at all? Okay, here's our dad, Geranium. Very nice. Your dad, who works in geoponics, a kind man, always patient with children and animals. He's 41. And your mom is Fululu. Your mom, the chief cultivator, a strong woman up to any challenge who expects the same from others. 43. All right. Magnesium. He's not a mineral. They grow things. Red emergency. Oh, so this is okay. Stress. I see. More stress. Uranium drain. Red emergency light switch on as the siren begins to sound from somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look at a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, here comes the orphan backstory. No! So we can't do this one because it requires us to have organization of 5 or greater. I wonder how we would have gotten that already. We have 10 out of 10, 10 out of 100, 10. 10. I wonder if we gotten like a different friend, if that would have changed. Put on a tough face or get in touch with your emotions. I don't know what this is gonna help with. Yeah, we're gonna put on a tough face. Sometimes you pretend to be confident so the people around you will be less scared. You look over your classmate Tang. Okay, so this is Tangent. And realize she's doing the same thing. She gives you a hard smile. You return it and keep focusing on your breathing. Tough face. So here's Tangent. Studious and mature girl, often too busy to play with the others. She, her. Maybe find a distraction is like a second playthrough thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could, I think so. Something like that would be cool to try to find. You wait, the shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is the sense of deja vu. You're sure this happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything will be okay. What was this up here? Quiet season, age 10. Oh, okay. You shudder, reaching a crescendo, and you hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds. Before gravity slams you back against the wall head first and you black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger. Grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not gonna let you miss this. Okay, so we can't click on her. She's too fuzzy in this dreamlike space. Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. Can I click on this? No. Okay. You drift. Less stress, yay! Gradually, your consciousness reforms. Hear your parents' worried voices and feeling safe. That is a kind of contradiction, isn't it? Like, oh, my parents are worried. Don't worry, I'm okay. Childhood memories. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the med bay. The med bed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. Has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. Okay. It looks like you can't really click on things. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different above the room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Let's go with trees. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. Oh no, we're gonna be forced to touch grass. That's right. We're gonna have to touch some alien grass. You better get out there and join them. So we can rush outside to our new life or cautiously step outside for your new life. We need more friendship. It looks like you can rename your character at any time, which is kind of nice. All cards under 2. Oh, okay. All right. Let's rush outside. We're 10 years old. Let's go. The living quarters. The ship's living quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small, and you share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge and cafeteria and a creche, where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Okay. Then we got... Oh! Tammy jumps up as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk, click on the ground, click on characters to talk to them. Okay. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she said. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad's working over in geoponics near the domes. They're called greenhouses. And I would go with you, but well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed. Tammy stammers, blushing. Scary outside. Alright, so that's Tammy. Strato Colony. There's my dad. A fellow grass hater. I don't want to go with my dad quite yet. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of one hallway opens into the supply depot, which works as both requisitions office and general store. Beyond it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth now being gradually unpacked and distributed. Let's view the notice board. Oh, colony food, we're low. Colony security rating, we're still evaluating. Upcoming event, we'll be hosting our first annual Ventumnalia festival during the second month of Dust. And notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Current council admins. Oh, there's a lot of names. Okay, we have a lot of names there. We can leave. Let's go. All right. Okay, I don't have to keep clicking. I can just keep my mouse down. Engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs in Midbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Solana! Alright, thank you. This is the garrison. A small team led by Security Chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Vertumna. I'm gonna keep this colony itself has a weird name. The garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. Okay. Okay, so this is actually like, it's just, oh, that's kind of cool. They actually have some space dedicated to the court. There's my dad who wants to talk to me. It's just my dad. So Lana, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might be asleep away the whole year, you my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Oh, you love your dad. We have to give her. I'm only 10. Of course I love my dad. It's not until I become 13 where I'll be like, oh, I'm embarrassed. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two and parts taken off from other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. I want to ask either what's outside the walls or how did you build this so fast? We have to ask what's outside the walls. Oh, don't worry about that, my dear aubergine, he says. Nothing that could hurt you. We just don't want you getting lost in the big, big world out there. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday! He shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Sun medallion, +1 to challenges. Ooh. Don't open the package? Of course we're gonna open the package. I want to tell him what would happen if we told him we know what's in it. This seems like a really interesting choice. You know what I'm saying? if we're like, Dad, I saw this. Like that. This seems like a really interesting choice. Try that out. You describe the medallion and your dad has he hands you the package. Oh, who ruined the surprise? Interesting choice, right? Was it Seek? I bet it was Seek. They hate fun. He grins and says, don't tell them I said that. So my dad doesn't believe that I dreamt this. Okay, that was kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting something bigger, but he's just like, you didn't dream it. You start to explain that nobody told you, but somebody shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Solana, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and he stops himself. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. Your mother and I. An accident. Professor Howell is expecting you in classes. Hi, Cal. I hope you're doing well. It's good to have you in. All right. That's it. That's a freaking cute emote too. Professor Hall is expecting you in classes. If you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing in the rear of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier, or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, and kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solana. I love you. So we can unlock humanities and engineering. Love you too, Dad. Unlocked. Oh, studying it. It says we already unlocked it. I see. I love you too, Dad. Of course, we're gonna tell our dad we love him. To enter buildings, click on the door or the flag beside it and get close and press enter. Okay. Then choose an activity for the months to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months in a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You'll only have time to focus on a few things. So 13 months to a year. In 10 years. Okay. Done. Interesting. I guess we can talk to like our non-friend. You see Dis sitting in the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the wall, he says quietly without looking up. He says nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory, so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through records that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dice whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I'm gonna believe in him because I want to. I have no good reason. I just want to. No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic. I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Yeah. Oh, no, stop making fun of me. Oh, mine is 2 friendship points. You're as bad as Mars. Oh no, Dice really hates my guts now. Okay, here's our best friend. Hiya, Solana. Anemone really seems really at home here. She's,
Was I didn't do this at all?
No, I haven't had time. I haven't had time to have dinner. No eating for the streamer. Bestie, that's right. It's our bestie. Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. The stuff is going to be different than the snow from this earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Yeah, Kai came up here to take my stuff away, and I haven't had any of it. All right, I better eat a little bit. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded in air. Are you making? Have you seen any monsters? Why aren't you in school? See you later. No, we have to ask her what she's making. I love how it's all in caps, right? What are you making? Is what I should have said. Just snow spiral, she says, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad gap tooth smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Why aren't you in school? I'm gonna ask her if she's seen any monsters. Nope, just some little bugs the grown-ups would say if there were monsters, right? She shrugs and smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Chief Rat would beat them all up. So don't worry, my mom says we're safer here than we were in space. You both look over the wreckage of the stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. And Emily's mom, Aunt Sedent, is probably right about that. Look what that wormhole did to your ship. Why are you in school? She smacks her forehead. School? I wonder where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried to you. It's okay, she says. Professor Hal is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grunts and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race you! Oh, fair. She's getting a head start. Okay. She's not even trying to race me. I just want to see if there's anybody else to talk to before we go to school. Okay, no. I was not school. That's our tent. The school, I believe, was this. Okay. So this is congruence, the ship's artificial intelligence, a vastly powerful computer system which runs everything from life support to HoloNet archives. She has a sense of humor too. Okay. Okay, so congruence and my dad, we have like no hearts. We have less hearts with Driss now. Still 14, and Tammy's kind of a mid. All right. Ooh, that's her picture. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other quarters lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to the classroom well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Okay, here we go. Congruence ships. Don't forget, we already did that. Okay, we're here. Pick an activity. Study life sciences. Either way, we have 15 stress. We'll get 2 biology and 1 reasoning, which I don't have anything up in the mind. Or we can study humanities, which will give 2 creativity, 2 persuasion, which we don't have creativity or persuasion. But I wonder if we should. Biology and reasoning. I feel like we need a little bit of that. Let's get a little bit of that. This must be Professor Hal. Yeah, your teacher, a cheerful man who loves to tinker and finds joy in learning about everyday things. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemist. Professor Hal welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to the hollow projected lesson plans: biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything, and with opportunities for further study. Jesus, what does that fit? Further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. Look, they've been on a ship for a very long time, okay? For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal condition, it can grow at a speed of over a meter a day and have a diameter of up to 300 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. Okay, so we have Cal and Tangent. Cal's a full... No, they're both half hearts. 4, okay. You teamed up with Tang... Oh, Tang for Tangent. And Cal, and are given a mush tree spore and bucket list to grow him. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up surveyor's notes on the HoloNet. Mush trees, she reads, are almost abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil? Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Selena, do you have any suggestions? Lower the water's pH, put on a bright glow light, sing to it daily, run an electric current through it. All the above. Let's put it under a bright glow light. Cal is definitely a grass trainer. Chikorita, I choose you. You lower the light so it's right over your bucket of water and plop the spore in. You just know he has a Bulbasaur or something. You can tell he's that type of person. He's probably got like a Vena, like a Bellsprout, one of those evolutions. He's like, yes. Every day you rush to the classroom to check on its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek, your little mush tree sprouts shoot up and starts its journey. You raise the light gradually as it grows towards it. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Since mush tree tends to grow in rainy, overcast places rather than the hot, dry ones, you wonder if you might have given it too much light. When you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your card, some challenges can't be won, but you can still get a reward for doing your best. So we have to basically, the goal is to make this number here with the amount of cards. Okay, next. Bonus for flushes and same color. And bonus for pairs. Okay, so they buy the number though. Got it. So this would be 3 and 1, and you get like bonuses for that. Okay. Interesting. Bonus for straights. Oh gosh, I know, right? And the more, so it's like a little bit of poker on top of everything too, little poker hands. And the more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Exactly. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score. Okay, so it looks like some of them do +1 to card. Okay, okay. It's the original Balatro. It's the original Balatro. So we have to, what? Goal was 1, the +1. Oh no, goal is 9. We have 1 because of our medallion, but the goal is 9. Push through, we have stress. We get to give stress. Huh. So if we keep that in mind, if we do like the eagle eyes, and then we do giggling and first words, and then we do a discovering, and then all cards under become 2. Oh, because that's a strength card. Okay. Oh, we won. Nice. Because then that no longer... Hold on a second. I wonder if we could... Hold on a second. I wonder if we could actually... Now we got 11. Look at that. We win big. We win big. Okay. No collectibles. Weird game. It is kind of an interesting. It's nothing like I've ever played before or seen. Your skill increase when you work or go to school with extra skills. If you win the challenge, a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To release stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. Oh, look, we gained a little friendship with Tangent as well. So we got +3 biology, +1 reasoning, and +15 stress. What does +3 biology mean? So that means over here, I'll have 3 out of 100 for studying of plants, biochemistry, and the human body. I have 1 more in reasoning, which will then be problem solving and general knowledge. So that'll increase. But I'm also now incredibly stressed. I mean, by incredibly stressed, I'm at 65, so just a little over half. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know, growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. Have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. School is so boring. It's so boring. That's so funny. All right. Okay. True. I don't know. I kind of like school when I was younger. Older school as you get older is not as good as school when you're younger. It's funny. I always try to these types of game, min-max these types of game. I do like a perfect training. Yeah. And then do all the side quests. I think if you do the school so boring, I think the rebellion's gonna go up. And right now we're like balanced. We're trying to get the most out of my character. Exactly. I usually go one way and then I'll do like another run through. I'll do another way. But we're gonna say we learned stuff in school. We're gonna go with being a non-problematic child this time. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles, and Professor Howell will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. Is this what the kudos is? That's what kudos is. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs. You can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough to now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And you can buy geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. So we unlocked shoveling dirt and geoponics. Woo! Okay, so we're at mid-quest. So this is the calendar around. I see. So we were in the first month, now we're in the next month. So we have 10 rounds of these to get through. Okay, here's our best friend. Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up! She shouts and bumps the ball in your direction, thinking fast. Do a trick. Bounce it back and look out, a ball is flying towards you. Look out. Let's do a trick. We have the strength. Nice. You catch the ball with your wrist, bop it up, and headbutt it back to Anemone. She grins her huge gap-toothed smile. Whoa, nice move, Solana. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little zero-G one on the stratospheric. Her brother Com is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. All right, so we unlocked sports ball in the garrison. Nice. So we can do stuff in the garrison. I think if we choose, whatever we choose, that's like something we're done with for the month then. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Solana, Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This bark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship, we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather. She continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? You know what? I'm gonna say okay, because I'm sure we'll get some stuff for it. Good, Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Okay. Was it here? Was this? I don't really want to view the notice board yet. Oh, here she is. That's right. Oh, Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Solana, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nano print it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. All right, if you say so. Can I talk to you outside of that? Oh, yeah, you can. You say you tell me sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for your whole entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her, study partner, or tease her. Let's go with study partner. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen, and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in one of her huge ears and back out the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears perk up hopefully when she sees you. Hello, Solana. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. We have, of course, maybe later, pretend you didn't hear. No, we're gonna say of course. Oh no, my reasoning went away. Holy shit. But we got some friendship with Tammy. I hope that's important. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. You spend a couple of hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you're getting dumber after studying with her. Not worth it. Not worth it. So if we had persuasion, we could do of some of this. We have no persuasion. You could say I ate them, and that would give us a thing. Or you could say here it is. Mars puts her hand out expectantly. Give it here. And we could say I ate them. You did what? Mars shrieks. Those were mine. Tammy made them for me. She crosses her arms and huffs at you. I knew you wouldn't be good at delivery. She said, that's what I told Administrator Seek. My stress is still high. We're a little bit more rebellious. But we got a card. Mars gestures to the droid behind her. I think they're still looking for delivery people if you want to make it up to me, she says. Tell Seek I referred you. Just try not to eat your next delivery, nullhead. Oh, I thought we could say like, just kidding. No, we actually ate it. Apply to, oh wait, we can't because we need our organization to be at 10. Our toughness is 12. So we have enough for the toughness, but we don't have the organization. They're still the same. Okay. We can't do that yet. Can we go back in here? Relax in the lounge. +1 with Tammy and 100% friends. Forget one memory, which is optional. The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps. Pick an activity to do. Okay, so that would be for the whole month if I wanted to. I don't think I want to do that yet. What about this? If we play sports ball, we would gain 2 bravery, 1 toughness, 1 friendship with an enemy, and 10 stress. 2 bravery and 1 toughness. So bravery would be over here. We have nothing over here. Leave. This is where we have to start picking. This is where we have to start kind of picking it. We need 5 or more reasoning for registering for engineering classes. So if we do study, we'll get reasoning, which we lost 1 of our reasoning. This would get us creativity, persuasion, and a friendship with tangent. Oh, they both would give us a friendship with tangent. If we do this, this would be for the month. 2 biology and a reasoning. You know what? I kind of would either do creativity and persuasion. Maybe we should. Where's our friendships at? Anemone's actually pretty good. We've got Tangent, which would be up. Mars, of course, doesn't like us because we ate her food. Tammy, if we ever chilled out, we can chill out next. I think next month we'll have to chill out. So let's do one more this month. Let's play sports ball because that's gonna give us 10 stress. That'll be fine. Anemone meets you in the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Com is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting. Then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your team. Anemone used to practice with Cal and Mars on the ship, but Tammy, you're surprised to see her here. Com will fill in to even up the team, but you promise to go easy on the other side. I actually honestly don't want to choose Tammy. We could choose Kombucha. Oh, he's 15. A young security officer who coaches sports ball. Maybe we should. Isn't afraid to get in touch with his emotion, but he's strong. And let's choose Cal. All right. Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. And then when he chooses Kombucha, of course, they bump fists. Your choice next. Mars. Sorry, Tammy. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take position. Seems like she is in it for the glory. Tammy is for sure fairy. Yeah, Tammy, I'm afraid she's gonna break her arm, honestly. Be careful, Tammy. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off on 3. We're doing okay, here's the challenge. We have to get 27? Holy moly. Oh, okay, so there's 2 rounds. So we gotta kind of play this. We have first words and a couple first steps. Should give us some bonuses. All right. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. Okay. If you say so. Who likes losing? Not me. All right. Previous round score subtracted from the goal. Okay, so now we're at 19. I see. So now we can play a little bit more. So +1 on strength scout and win. +1 to skill reward at the end of physical red challenge only if you win. Oh, okay. So that would give us 8. If we took this off and put that here, that gives us 7. I think we're gonna get more doing this for sure. Okay. Yeah, 8. Okay. So now we need 11. See, this is why we needed I want them all. Because now that I'll automatically have 2. Oh, we win! They're like, you won't win. But we did. We won. We have a super goal as well. Victorious. So we got 2, and we have an extra kudos. And 2 toughness. All right. Good job. You're like, there, you did it. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of wondering what other cards we're gonna get, you know? At first I was like, there's no way we're gonna get to 27, but with the bonuses, actually, it's not too bad. And because we've got Eagle Eyes, we've got +2 from the super goal. So our toughness is actually like what? Pretty good, actually. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. +5 kudos, and we gain a memory playing sports ball. All right, set neighbors to this value. Oh, interesting. Okay. The score is tied with Anemone and Calm putting the pressure on. Then blam, you score the match point and with a rad spike all the way from the net line. And we are victorious. So I got an extra bravery as well. Which is kind of nice. 2 bravery up there. Okay, cool. Oh, look. Quiet season 8%. That kind of looks like we're aging. Interesting. Done here. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody's about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. There's something with a deja vu. This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howell walked away, his hash browns safe for today, Mars calls you a liar and a dummy. Interesting. We definitely need to chill out for a second. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into a colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? At any time you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick or that you're sick and you need to go to med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry. You just want to be normal. Secret powers are fun. We just want to be normal. That's what any like 10-year-old would be. Or teenager, actually. You hope that if you don't think about it, it'll go away. You just want to be a regular kid like everybody else. You look at the sun medallion Dad carved for you, the one you saw in a dream before you ever saw it for real. Maybe you just got a little mixed up, or you overheard someone talking about it, and that's how you knew what it would look like. There had to be a rational explanation for all this. All right, so now we're in mid-quiet. All right, late quiet. Okay, so we're at late quiet, age 10. It's the next month. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howell wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the colony holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Plants? Try looking outside. Stupid. I'll be finding the catalog. Let's make our own list. Yeah, let's make our own list. Tangent is dubious, but agrees to try your idea. The two of you run around the colony yard, taking pictures of all the different Venturnen plants you can find and making up a fake sciencey sounding names for them, like Wonkia shrubbius and Purpleus gracium. All right, and began a biology. Very good. After an hour, you've categorized 51 different species. Tang doesn't think it's a very complete list or a very scientific method, but she figures you must have learned something. All right. I think we were going to... Interesting. Okay, there's only... Oh, no, there's a lot of people we haven't met yet. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Reputation-based currency. So let's see who else we can talk to. Oh, no. An enemy is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses in the grass and checks her hollow palm. I'm training, she explains. My big bro comm says I have to get my legs climatized to the planet if I'm gonna be team captain like him. We would need a toughness of 20 or greater. We're at 15. Okay, so we can't train, which is fine. I actually don't want to train. I do want to talk to this guy, though. Oh, you found me. This is just adjusting better than you expected to life on the surface. He already found new places to hide and do whatever he does by himself. But we can't get this because we need bravery of 20 or greater. And my bravery is 1, 2. Okay. We can't do anything with that. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk to my parents, and I haven't done that yet. Cal is riding around the geoponics garden on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Solana. Real ground is way harder to hover on the ship floor. There are bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside. We all have to adapt. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, no way. I didn't mean like that, Cal explains. It's actually really cool. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. Cool. Can I try a what now? Very good. Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back the other. You don't land any tricks. It's just hard. It's hard just staying on the board with uneven ground, but it's still fun. Okay, I was supposed to do stuff with my parents. Let me talk to our friends really quick. Oh, hi, Solana. Marzipan looks bored. My dad's made me come out to get some fresh air. Don't know what's so fresh about it. It's always full of acid, snow, or pollen, or whatever, and or water, I should say, whatever. And I don't know which is worse. I would need 20 or more in persuasion. Persuasion, I have nothing done. Okay, can't do anything with that. Tammy has barely left the safety of the ship's quarters and lounge since you landed. She's looking fearfully out from the doorway. I'm afraid it's outside, she admits plainly with no trace of shame. My dad says I need to take baby steps, and that's okay if I approach new things and it's okay if I approach new things at my own pace. Empathy of 20 or greater, but I only have 10. Alright. Can't do anything with you, so I guess we can go back to my parents. Hello, my little potato. Your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Yeah, my friends staying in. It's cold out here. Playing in the fresh air. Playing in the fresh air sounds good. He breathes deeply and looks sort of slowly around. Ventrumna is magnificent, isn't it? You're not. Seasons! He shouts, throwing his hand wide. I miss seasons. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot then. You'll see. All right. We got our mom. Your mom is hard at work setting up the greenhouses of the small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesics domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth, spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do, she asks. Remember, Solana, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You decide how to spend your time, so as long as it's productive. She points toward the engineering wing in the back of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hall still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. She claps her hands on your shoulder. I got another minute. Anything you need to know? What are you doing? What's happening in engineering? What can I do in the quarters? What's the garrison? What's going on in command? Can I join expeditions? No, I'm good. Let's see what we can do in the quarters. If you need a break, she advises you can visit the lounge and see your friends. But, she warns, raising a finger, I don't want to see you lounging around all the time. You need hard work too. We're pretty stressed though. I think we're okay. Bye. That's just if you ever need to figure something out. So let's just go and chill out. We're allowed to chill out, they said. Yeah, so we're gonna relax this month. It's time to take some time off to chill after the stress of school and work, not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. Oh, if we sit alone with our hollow palm, we can get it hooked on your hollow palm, +3. But that wouldn't give us friendship with Mars and Dis or Cal and Tammy. I think Dis still doesn't like us. Yeah, Cal's at an 8 and Tammy's at a 6. Mars is at a 6, 9, and 17. This shit's so annoying. Just kill it already. She's just out there. She's just trying to take things at her own time. She's just trying to get used to all the stuff, okay? She's just trying to get used to all the stuff. All the space stuff. I am tempted to get a card, but I don't know if I need to. I mean, it would be a 3, but I think we should join Cal and Tammy. I know you hate her, but we're doing it. Cal is braiding Tammy's long hair and weaving the strands of little colored baubles. This one's called a waterfall braid, I think, he says. I saw it in an archive vid, and it's really tricky. He's doing a terrible job of it. His short, clumsy fingers getting all tangled in the strands. I need creativity. I'll do Cal's here. You sit behind him as he sits behind her like a mini conga line. You braid some short strands of Cal's hair, putting one of the little baubles at the end of each one. He finishes Tammy's hair and almost recognizable as a waterfall braid, then touches his own braids and giggles. Now I'll do yours, they shout in unison. You jokingly try to escape, but Cal sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful braid. We took the month off. We got some more. Do you want to forget? Oh. Interesting. So do we want to forget? I don't think so. Well, I don't have many yet. Okay, I think we're done. Yes. Good question. Yeah, I don't think I want to forget yet. I think I want to keep all my memories as of now. All right, we're in pollen season. Clear-minded, you've got no stress or worries. 10% chance to get a bonus plus 1 increasing skills. Nice. Okay. I think once we start to get more higher cards, we can get rid of some of those zeros, but for now we don't have that many cards. And we get a bonus for having zeros together, so I'm keeping them. You've heard of Ventumnalia, right? I'm about to ask you. You know the festival we're holding in dust season? I've already got my routine ready for the talent show. And she flips her hair over her shoulder and laughs. If you have a hope of competing against me, you're gonna need to get creative. Okay, so we really can't do anything. An egg? You found a hefty red Xeno egg? Where would that be under? Oh. Collectibles? Gifts to use? Okay. Interesting. Oh, we can shovel dirt, which would make us stress, but we get toughness and kudos. Okay. Huh. Tammy's dad's head of expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning, you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like when he goes out there, she sniffs after he's gone. But he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you, Solana. Got your present. I need empathy or done. I don't know if... Can I give someone else the present? Oh, I can. Counterroll's up to you, streaked from foot to neck with purple dirt. There's so much space. Me and Anemone just ran for 20 minutes, and we never ran down the same path twice. He leans over, braces his hands on the knee, and hee! She's so fast. I need biology. Okay, maybe we should get that to our best friend. Do I need everything? Ugh. All right. Basically, we can't do anything with anybody until... my reasoning is stuck. Okay, we have to give our best friend a thing. Anemone holds her stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or is it just me, she wonders? I feel like I could eat a whole one of the mushroom trees just... She managed having a whole giant mushroom in her mouth. Here, I got something for you. Let's give her the... Okay. Oh, so I lost the card, but that's okay. We have a plus friendship. Whoa, this egg looks tasty! Anemone exclaims, wait, I can eat this, right? Learned. Anemone likes red Xeno eggs. Okay. That was worth it then. Okay. Toughness of 20 or greater. We're at 16. Okay, done. Actually, if we get the toughness to 20, which we could do if we do gardening. So many. Okay. Let's do the gardening. The shoveled dirt. It's your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Solana. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my daughter. When she walks with you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow toward you. Now, any questions before we start moving that dirt? Don't we have machines for this? Right, The construction crew has already cleaned all the hover lifts, she says, struggling. But they'll break down in a few years anyways, and we don't have the materials to fix them. She grips her for him. We're plant side now. Use your muscles. Nature's hydraulic pistons. Alright, let's get to work. That's my girl, your mom says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arms start to ache after the first hour, half hour of work, but you keep going. Excuse me. By the end of the month, only 1 toughness? I thought we were going to get like 5. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted, and good somehow. You can feel your muscles growing already. Looking for more difficulty? This harder card challenge option will keep you on your toes. Want to focus on the story? This will replace future mini-games with a quick coin flip based on your skill and age. You can change either option anytime from the setting menu. What? Looking for more difficulty? Want to focus on the story? I don't want to skip card challenges, no. Harder card challenges? No, I think, you know what? We'll change it later. We're just gonna... Goal is 11. Okay. I don't know if that did anything, but we have to put it there. Alright, win. But victorious. Oh, we just got some stress and some... No, it is plus 4 toughness. Okay. That's what I thought. So we should be at 20. Nice. And we gain a level with him. You wake from an afternoon nap. You squint into the pink tinged light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across your nest of pillows. Oh, I'm so sorry, Solana, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. I wanted to open the windows. You rub your eyes blearily. Ugh, you were having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, we should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Seaton is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the crush first. I think that's not how you say it. Creech? I don't know. I don't know. Then I'll meet you there. Say something to me, okay? Tammy skips off toward that word, humming to herself. Go get that free candy. Of course we want free candy. In the cafeteria, Auntie Seaton is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy, puffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Solana, she says, handing a wand of some candy spun around the end. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not at all like the soy sweets that the kitchen nanoprinter can make. Melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on your tongue. Ooh. You wait until everyone's gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hands. It's wilted a little from the humidity, but it's kind of like her hair, you think. Pale pink and so soft. You keep some to give her later. Why is everything turning weird? That's kind of like strange. You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had to run off on some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing Hollow Game together. Oh, when you're just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something's gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down and takes your hand, holding between her two strong, dirt-creased ones. Solana, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. She starts. Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on the next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the crèche. Your classmate, Tammy, has died. You try to understand her words. Tammy? Dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. You stare at it, your mind blank. I have to ask what happened. Your mom tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. You press her for more, for an explanation. A little girl is dead. Someone you've grown up with. Someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Your mom's eyes were sad when she tells you, sometimes there's just no reason why. You aren't used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble, okay, and then get changed and crawl into bed a full hour before your bedtime. You try to fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours, and you eventually drift off to fitful dreams of that small, sticky red lump of cotton candy. We are incredibly stressed out. Mid-pollen. All right. We can talk. Okay. Cal is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably all yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house and crutch, Tammy was always the mommy and Cal was always the daddy, even though you were just little kids. You kind of always giggled about how obviously they were going to be together forever, like a princess and a knight. How did you know that Tammy was going to be ending up dead? Someone who never went outside is now dead. That kind of like red flag, right? I miss her too. At least you finally left your quarters. I miss her too. Let's go with that. Me too, he sniffs. Looking up at you, you can see how puffy and red his eyes are. Me really, really too. Tammy always liked these flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes they pick some for her. He runs his hands over the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as the tears run down his cheeks, and you decide to give him some space. Okay. Fair. Mars is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice as you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to sit down the hill here, in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd sit there for hours in the sun doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill to the spot near the entrance to the quarters. You can imagine her there working on some little craft project, humming to herself. I miss her too. And now she's dead, Mars says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all the people, how come I had to be my friend? You haven't answered. You just never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before. But of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Mars clicks her tongue. Oh yeah, Administrator Seek is looking for you. I guess they need someone to do delivery jobs. She waves vaguely at the door behind her, distracted by her thoughts. I can't do delivery jobs. I think I need a certain, Is Tammy still here? Is Tammy... Tammy's here, but she's grayed out because she's dead. Okay. I guess fair enough. I can't... I need 10 or greater... Oh, I can do delivery. It was just one or the other. Okay. Let's leave. I want to come back to this, but I want to talk to a couple more people first before I decide to do that. Because I'm assuming Tang is pacing around the front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened, she says. Tammy's what? What happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been impossible. There was no reason for that hollow projector to break. Professor Howell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong with it just before. She gestures angrily. It just blew up for no reason. Nobody wanted to hurt her, so why? How does it doesn't add up? Sorry, Solana. I want to think about it some more. I hate when I can't find the answer. Okay. Fair. Did I not talk to my best friend? Anemone is chucking rocks at the strato, sending metallic clangs ringing through the colony. Stupid planet, she yells. Stupid Kretch. Stupid spaceship. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hand on her knees. Stupid everything. Why does she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. I mean, that's true. In mourning, your mourning loss of a loved one. All skill increases reduced by 1 for 3 months, and some jobs and actions can't be performed. Oh, okay. Fair. Can you believe Tammy died? Dis asked morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer instance. Tell someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shocked by a broken hollow projector. The one in the crutch with the dancing teddy bear, you remember? When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room. He makes a sailing motion. And bam! She's dead before she ever landed. Wow, really? Distantly locks and bursts. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she's gone. She was nice. He tugs at the sleeves of his oversized jacket, but that's kind of a cool way to die. Alright. Oh, what? Expedition? You step cautiously through the colony gates. Solana. Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks your path. He looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young and so precious. It's fragile. Please stay near the ship. I'm tough enough. View the map? Oh, here we go. Look at this. Prosaic Plains, Valley of Vertigo, nearby resting ridges, subaqueous swamp. An info window pops up in the hologram, the Prosaic Plains. Man, this is complicated. There's a lot here. I will say this is a lot more than I expected. They like the fall, they're prone to the sudden storm flurries. The plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. This game is meant to be replayed, I believe. The game is like designed for multiple runs. I think it's designed so like to get there's like I think there's various multiple endings based on everything. Oh, excuse me. Valley of Vertigo. Wide variety of edible food there, both plant and animal products. Number of animals here for geoponics. Be interested in domesticating. Tongue twisting region is the broken spine of the planet. Home to heights and lows. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous and only done by those with sufficient glider training. And then swamp. The south of a vast boggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. View the bestiary? What? Float cow? What are all these things? Manicore? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna say leave. I almost have tough enough, but I don't really want to do that yet. Ludicrous. Let's do delivery supplies. Chief Administrator Seek greets you at the depot. They look you up and down. Solana, you've never struck me as particularly responsible or organized. But children never are. What makes you think you'd be a good fit for the position of courier? You didn't realize there was going to be a job interview. I can carry a lot. I'm strong for your age, maybe. But lucky for you, you're the only applicant this week. You've got the job for now, anyway. They use their elegant stylus to note this on their hologram. Come back in a few minutes, and you can help make deliveries. Yes, there'll be kudos in it for you if you do it correctly. All right. So, do I actually have to wait a few minutes, or can I go back in there? Pick up and deliver supplies. All right, here we go. So we need to get to 13. Ooh. Oh, we won. We won. We got 1 organization, which is nice too. 3 organizing perception and 6 kudos. And more stress. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip it and take the month off instead, or you could get back to work. Tammy. That's gonna be in another run. When did Tammy die? What the hell? Tammy died in a freak accident. She never came to get her cotton candy, and now we're all in mourning. She died in a very cool manner. A machine broke and basically flew her across the room, and she was dead before impact on the other side. That is what I have been told. But I will attend the funeral. You predicted it when you were like, you definitely knew where this was going. I feel like you've played this game before. The colonists gather in the recycling room, bringing organics. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is totally a game you would have for sure look out. What, story game, dialogue? I know how much you love these. Oh my god, my mom just sent me some cute pictures of the kittens. The Jinx has always been jumping on the sills, and now Dorian's jumping on the sills. Oh, they're adorable kittens getting into trouble. Jinx, yeah, you know, I had to name. Yes, that's exactly what I named her after. The Arcane Jinx, for 100%. She's tiny and fierce, but very cuddly and lovable. And we were just calling her Runt for a really long time. I think it's storming outside. We were just calling her Runt for a very long time because we're pretty sure she was the runt of the litter. And we needed a real name. So as we were going through them all, we were like debating, and we had not just finished Arcane, but like it was still fresh in our mind. And I love the character Jinx. And I was like, all right, she's the embodiment of this character. So yes, that is exactly why. And then we took her to the vet, and they were like, oh, is Jinx from this and that? And they were like, no, it's you guys Arcane. Hello, is it? They had some like off the wall like references for Jinx, and I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's like, you know, Jinx from Pokemon. That's such a weird Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. That's like a weird, like dressed up with wig, and I don't know. Yeah, of course it is. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. It's right. It's a weird one. Yeah. All right, we gotta get back to this funeral. We gotta get back on track. And that's why it's my favorite. Bringing organics down to be recycled here is one of your chores. We gotta get right, one of those unhinged things I've ever had to say. You've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times the colonists had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Vertumna, and the first time for someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organics recycler has been polished in a wreath of yellow... What a segue. Wreath of yellow flowers pasted over the opening. Inside, you can see a shrouded figure. Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents, an antecedent, and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his mom and her partners, already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. We still don't know anything about him. He's the pilot. All right. Governor Udicott stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today, she begins solemnly. There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues, one of the first humans to be born in space and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishments, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Ventumna home. 81. One of the oldest people here. Alright. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community we are capable of great strength. Udicott closes the door to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin sob over the hum of the particle designators beginning their work. As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. And in this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. And your dad accompanies you out of the recycle room and clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay, he says, clasping his warm hands on your shoulder. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone's going to understand. We might need to. I don't even know if we can, like, go to school or whatever. Yeah, let's take the month off. Let's grieve our friend. I think we kind of need to. All right. So now we're in late pollen. The prospect of going back to school like everything is normal is too much to handle. You end up spending the whole month alternating between sleeping, scrolling the HoloNet, and staring into space. It's restful, at least, and everyone gives you the time you need to process Tammy's death. All right. And now we are in early dust. Oh, that's right, because we have Cat and Candy. Hey, Solana Mar says, looking up and down the snare, your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around the dirt out there. She sniffs. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave all over all that icky mud. You wonder if maybe she's scared of more than just getting dirty. All right, fair enough. I forgot to look at her cards. That's a hell of a boss reference. Did another episode come out, by the way? No. But there was a short that came out. I don't know if you watched the shorts or not, but a short did short number 6. So if you haven't seen the shorts yet, there are 6 shorts that came out. I didn't. Okay, they're fun. They're all fun. So yeah, I recommend the shorts. I don't want to spoil them. But they're pretty fun. They're, I want to say, less than 5 minutes. Like when I say short, they're short. The announcement that I've heard is that they are going to be releasing season 2, 1 and 2 on Amazon Prime September 9th, I believe. It's either 9th or 10th in September. And at that time, they'll also be releasing an updated pilot, essentially. So it's going to be a pilot that ties in better to the story. So they're kind of redoing the pilot that's out there now, and they can watch it for free on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. So they're still keeping the stuff on YouTube. They're not removing that, but they're putting it on because Amazon picked it up. So they're putting it on Amazon. So now they can do a crossover between Helluva Boss and Has-Been. So they can like have Lucifer in Helluva, or they could bring Blitz into Has-Been. Like they can have that kind of overlap. And then also someone said something about the episode 1 for season 3 being released that day too, but I've also heard that they won't be releasing season 3 for a while. So I don't know about that part of it, but they're supposed to be dropping like a reanimated version of the pilot. And then I know you don't like Has-Been, but Has-Been season 2 has been announced for October 30th, I believe. Something around there. It was all announced at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was trying to keep up on all the announcements. There's been a lot going on. So yeah. I think the stuff on YouTube, so the YouTube is gonna stay as it is, because you know how there's a lot of like bleep 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 kind of going on. They're supposed to be uncensoring a lot of that for Amazon. So that's basically like, I guess the incentive to watch it on Prime is if you want to see it uncensored, which I mean, it's pretty uncensored as it is, I feel, on YouTube, but it's gonna be even more uncensored on Amazon Prime. Well, yeah. I thought I had. Oh, here's the cotton candy. So I don't know what the difference between. Oh, I wonder if these are empathy. And these so this is the first. Whatever, these fall under the communication, and these would be under the brain. I see. You hate Clash Royale. And then these are all toughness cards. Okay, interesting. So I can give a pink candy out to somebody. I don't think she's gonna want our pink cotton candy. My parents have something to say. I could give it to him. Cal looks absolutely shattered and Tira rubs his back comfortingly. Parents have to something to. Oh, you know what? I guess. Hold on. What do my parents have to say? Your mom looks annoyed. Solana, she begins to decide. I know we said you're mature enough to decide your own schedule now, but don't prove us wrong. If I find out you've just been playing holo games in your quarters all day, I swear. But Mom, I wasn't. But I am. Stay silent. I wasn't. Oh, we're doing a little rebellious now. I spoke with your teacher, she says over you, raising her hand. Hal wants to see you in class more often, Solana. You can pick any subject, but I want you to study hard and try to do your best to excel at whatever you decide to do. This colony's too small for layabouts and freeloaders. You try to swallow your frustration. Nothing good ever comes from arguing with your mom. That's kind of rude. I was told I had time to mourn, and now you're saying I can't mourn? Dust is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking in a usually lush Ventumnan jungle. There's a breeze, it's warm, and you guessed it, dusty. Your parents are up to every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. They're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after you sleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry. Your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Ventumnan dirt this week. Sure, that sounds right. I just missed you and Mom. Oh, Buttercup, he sighs, kneeling down and look at you. I'm so sorry. How about your mom and I take the day off and we have some family time together? Yeah, I'd like that. As promised, your parents leave work earlier for the day and spend it with you. They take you for a long walk all the way to the colony walls and have a picnic overlooking the mush tree jungle beyond. Then you head back to the lounge to play a virtual space game. And an old one where the three of you played mice and you have to build things to solve puzzles together. As your parents tuck you in that night, you think this must be the best day you've had in a long time. Okay. This is sitting on the ground, just outside the gate, under the watchful eye of someone working on epic expeditions. Or it's just stuck here as we were on the ship, he mumbles. But he doesn't say anything after that. I wonder if he'd want the cotton candy. I feel like I should give the cotton candy to someone. Oh, I can talk to her. Okay. What should I say? Solana. Tangents is approaching you with purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Oh, interesting. You mean my buddy Dis? Who Dis? Who Dis? Yes, Dis, as she says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing ever since we landed. I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes. Tonight, she trails off and looks at her feet. I'm not very good on very good terms with my brother of late, but people are becoming worried. You get the feeling Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you, she said angrily. Newton's apple, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. She sighs. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab would know he's gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. Okay, we will talk to him again after this. Nemi is running on the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want to train together. Telling a violent tale? We get 5, but we would -2 the neighboring cards. Okay, I don't really want to do that because I'm already over 20, which seems to be kind of what you need for a lot of that. I kind of want to focus on something else. You tell this that Sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flit briefly to yours, and he stares vaguely off towards the engineering wing where his sister's reading on her hollow palm between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me, he says sullenly. Tangent's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks up the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but schoolwork. I don't really want to threaten him. I guess we can just leave him alone. His shoulders slump in relief as you go. What do we give him? Let's try. Oh, I don't have a. Oh, huh. I thought for sure I was gonna be able to give the cotton candy away. Here I have something for you. Okay. All right. So let's go. Oh wait, this is the wrong leave. That's not what I want to do. I wanted to go study. I wanted to go study this month. All right. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides. Okay. Anyways, so we can study humanities or life science, creativity, persuasion, or biology and reasoning. Reasoning is at 0 and biology is at 4. Creativity is at none, persuasion is at none. So maybe biology would be. Oh. Life sciences, biology, and reasoning. 2 and 2. Alright, let's try the humanities. Welcome, Solana. Professor Hall greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities, history, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seems excited about the last bit. By the way, if anyone's interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence Scheduling System. When you have a chance, she'll be helping me teach them. I don't think I have anywhere near enough. There's something that I need for that. 13. Do oh, that's right. Okay, well, we still win. So we get an extra creativity, which is nice. So we've got it's time for Ventumnalia. Utica and the council called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet Ventumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Udica's speech. So our empathy is now at 10. 2, 3. Okay. We have 17 kudos. In Earth history, Utica begins and then clears her throat, waiting for everyone to quiet down. In Earth history, Venturna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Venturna project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Venturnalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Venturna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. Yawn. I guess we have to clap. Everyone, yeah, loyalty. Everyone claps and cheers and applauds. Members of the council get up on stage, give an intro speech. Governor Utica announces each one. Alright, all those people. When it's your mother, Fululu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from Venturnan soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. This year, the Earth planets look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Vertumnan plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy watato pods and slabs of edible fungi. I love these games in theory, but playing them is always a hassle. I'm kind of enjoying it though. I think sometimes these games, like, it's like one of those, like, if you're more better suited to like experiencing it rather than watching, kind of a thing. Unicott takes the stage after everyone on the council has paid their piece. I thought there was the challenges were gonna be hard. I almost kind of want to put like I should put the hard challenges on. I think I can change that in the settings anytime. I might do that because the challenges so far have been easy. I have been able to win all of them. I'm not actually. It sounds like I'm not supposed to be able. Don't get ahead of yourself. Fair. All right, I won't change any settings quite yet. It's like the first level. I'm still a kid. I guess you're right. I am only 10 years old. I guess you're right. All right. It takes the stage after everyone on the council said their piece. What is the festival without festivities? She asked. Professor Howell and Security Chief Rutt have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children. Beats first level. Oh man, it's recently had an ultimate extreme nightmare. I know. I don't even think I've leveled. I don't. It hasn't even been 1 year, right? Yeah, I'm still month 1 of Dust, age 10. We haven't even gone a full year. So I can't do the talent show because I don't have 5 more creativity. I have 3 right now. And I can't do the science fair because I have no reasoning skills. So competitions are dumb. We can do bot wrestling though. A bot wrestling contest. This has been a classic competition for years on the ship. Someone has rigged up a hydraulic lifting bot to slowly stretch out, increasing in strength over time. The aim is to see how long you can hold it closed. Oh, excuse me, using any part of your body before it pops open. Anemone and Cal are competing with you. Cal doesn't like that's a competition, but he does love bot wrestling. All right, wrestle that bot. Okay, it does say hard right here, so see. So we have to get a goal of 41. Okay. Sure. All right, I think we're gonna start there. Now we need 28. I think the best is just gonna be yeah. 12. I think that's gonna be the best way to do it. Okay. We need 16. I think it would be best to do it this way. Let's see. That gives us 11. If we were to... still 11. Then you don't get the... Yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, I don't know if it really matters. That's 12, actually. I think it was 11 the other time. Okay. We got defeated! But we did get a kudos. Anemone's brother Com is the judge and awards bonus points for techniques as well as brute strength. You sit on the hydraulic bot and use your weight at first, but it wobbles. I'm sure there's a way. I think maybe if we had different cards, or I don't know, maybe if we played it a different way, it possibly. But you know what? I'm okay. We're fine. I had a good first round. I guess that's one way, one reason for keeping your deck small. It's the meta in every single card game. Yeah, right, exactly. You sit on the hydraulic bot and use your weight at first, but it wobbles too much and eventually tosses you off. It makes me want to play Slay the Spire again. I would play that, except every time I get into that game, it crashes on me, and that's why I have not streamed it. I have played it, but it keeps crashing every time I try to stream it, so I'm kind of over that. I'm over that. How? I don't know. It just does. Did you try reinstalling it? No, I have not, but maybe I should. Anemone uses a strong leg hold technique and lasts 30 seconds longer than you do before the bot finally escapes her grip. Calm declares her the winner. She offers you her hand, then pulls it back at the last second before running away, cackling maybe next year. But we got friendship with both of them, and that's what matters. Ma'am, did you try turning it off and then on again? Is it plugged in? Are we looking at the same thing even? After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days rest is exactly what you need, and you feel refreshed. You ever watch the IT Crowd? Oh my god, that show is freaking hilarious. Every time I was like, try turning it off and on, I always think of that. The thing is, as long as they don't have a bubble, I don't really need to talk to them. You haven't, but it does sound comedic. It's hilarious, especially the first couple seasons. Really good, worth it. So the night trapped in my room, an enemy says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, whoa! It was bouncing all over the place, like boing, 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 boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms over her head. The bugs here are so big, and they're everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang, she says, but she loves gross bug stuff. But she said I should just let it go, because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than what I already have. And I want to see if I can get more weird mutant powers. So I started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship, and I got in so much trouble, but it wasn't even that high. She stops her tracks. Hold on, she says, stooping to rub irritably at her knee for probably the 100th time in the past 5 minutes. I'm gonna die. I busted my knee and it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Antecedent's voice rings out across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm, it instantly transports you back to being on the ship crush, tugging at her skirts and calling her auntie. Anemone jumps and stands up straight, her hands flying to her sides. But Mom, Anemone whines, digging her fingers into her knees as Antecedent approaches you both. It's so scratch-nastically itchy. I know, lovely. Antecedent smoothed her, patting down her righteous red hair. Anemone's so good. I know, lovely. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Anemone tucks her hand under her armpits to keep the scratching. Well, if I want to have cool scales, she paddles. You know she's just going to die or turn evil. Please don't say any more characters are going to die. Look at what happened last time. Is it going to be like real nostalgia to go back and see her happy? Don't. You're just going to jinx everything. Antecedent smiles and tells me, at the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. Anemone's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow whenever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly, the one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Learned Anemone augment? Okay. But it's true, the happiest characters always become the saddest in these types of stories. Oh gosh, what tragedy will fall upon this accursed town. I'm not gonna lie, I live for that shit. I love that kind of stuff. I love it. I mean, as long as it's fictional, okay? As long as it's fictional. You're secretly hoping something happens to these poor people. I know something's happening to these poor people. I keep having these dreams that are not dreams. These fair living fellers. There's some trouble brewing that we don't know about because we're only 10. There's something more nefarious in the wings. I don't think Tammy's death was as innocent as they say. Antecedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue from the nano printer is over a week long, so I passed your pants and scraps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anemone and kisses her on her forehead, and Anemone sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. It's a canon event. Anemone evaluates the clothes as her mom walks away. Galactic. She breathes as she runs her fingers over the odd-colored patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squirms out of her pants and pulls on the new ones. "Oh, I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows," she exclaims, showing off her new pants. "Like when they stencil your kill count onto your plane. Or like a really cool scar. You should be more. Or like a really cool scar." And then he grins. "Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred, just like me. I got some cool pants." So now if we were to click on her. Okay, so we now know she likes the Xeno eggs and the scaled, armor scaled skin, or is her augment. So we just need to figure out her birthday, I guess. My pants are scarred just like me. She is secretly really sad. I wonder if we still can't. Okay, cancel. I was kind of still hoping that we could give the cotton candy to someone. I don't really want it in my deck. I wanted to give it to somebody. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else, one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. "Hey!" they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it on the ground. "It's Cirrus, one of Anemone's brothers." He glares at you. "I was almost done." Cal jogs over and grabs Cirrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. "Dude, you're so close." Cirrus stamps his feet and complains that you got in his way. "It's not her fault," Cal says. "She didn't know you were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach her how to play." Cal turns to you as Cirrus leaves. "Sorry, Solana," he says sheepishly. "I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know?" He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. "I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball," he said. "No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends." Cal looks at you hopefully. "Do you want to learn how to play?" "Sounds like a total waste of time." "Yeah." Cal's smile looks like it's gonna stretch right off his face. "Radical," he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. "Okay, so first, put on this blindfold." The blindfold's a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. "I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay?" You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. "First," Cal says, "you gotta walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions as best as you can, or make things difficult for you?" "Well, no, let's do our best." You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches on your feet. "Yeah," Cal says. "Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door." Oh. What do we have? Oh, we had 10. You turn to the right and walk forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until you outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! "Awesome," Cal says. "You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop, going really slowly, okay?" You open the door and start walking forward. The path slopes downwards and your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of stratospheric. Okay, I'm just FYI, I'm afraid last time we did this, I'm gonna save it right now. Oh, it is auto saving. New save. Save game. So I just want to save in case anything were to happen. We have some storms going on outside, and last time I did lose power, and I don't want to lose power, bro. I know, right? No problem. Yeah, your names are saved. What if I want to name myself something else next time? Okay. The kitties heard that one. Oh. These kitties. Normally they don't seem to like hear anything. I hear it in the background. I know it's really loud. I was wondering actually if I said I know, but I'm like I was wondering if you could hear it. They getting scared. I know they don't like loud noises. All right. You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward, and your feet slip a little, even though you're moving as slowly as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the blunt floors of stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasiness spring on the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. Okay. Can you trust him? So we can only do that. Oh, she ran to the back door to just watch it. Of course she did. Of course she did. She probably wants to plan it. You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on your hands and knees. Ouch. You try the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears filling your eyes. Cal's beside you, instant kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scabbed up and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand. I'm sorry, Solana. I'll do better. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some Watatato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Okay. I don't know if that was better or not better. Pink candy. Can I not do anything with it? Okay. There's supposed to be a big meteor shower tonight. Oh, I know. I did see that you sent me that. I was thinking it would be wasn't that yesterday? I think it's over the next couple, like today, and it might have started yesterday, but I totally forgot. I thought it, but I think it's like for a couple of days, right? Like it was supposed to go through the 13th or something like that. Tonight and tomorrow. I wanted to go out and look at it, but if it's raining, we won't be able to. So you're telling me. You're telling me if I walk to my window right now, go do it. Go do it. Report back. You'll see meteors. Tell me if you go and report back. Raining down. As long as it's not real rain, okay? You tell me. Oh, I need reasoning. That's what I needed. I want to study humanities. I need to get more creativity. Hundreds raining down. 3 and... Okay. Today's assignment is an easy one. Hal says with a yawn, because I was up late repairing congruences subterminal and I could use a nap. How big are they supposed to be? I don't know, Kai. Tell us how big they're supposed to be. I'd like you to write, my vision becomes so bad I can barely see the stars. I can't see shit out there. Kai's always like pointing at things and showing me, and I'm like, I don't see shit. It's pretty bad. I need him to tell me what's going on out there. Because I was up late preparing for the subterminal and I could use a nap. I'd like you to write an essay. I was spending look at the stars. I don't know if I'm guessing myself thinking it's a meteor. They're supposed to be bright. Okay, so if you can see the brightness, that's going to be the key giveaway, I guess. Write an essay on what the Ventumna colony means to you. Freedom, equity, and democracy. My friends all here. I feel safe here. Just doodle instead of writing. Let's do the I feel safe here. I don't think the freedom one's going to do anything. Ventumna colony is based on as a bastion of security in an otherwise chaotic universe. Well, you don't put all that poetically, but you write about it in strong walls and steadfast guards and how much you like your bedroom snug in the belly of the ship. Bright, not like satellites. I like. Okay. Oh, just 9? I think we've got this. Actually. There we go. Oh, we win. Oh, we could have gotten 10. All right. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm not trying as hard. It's still pretty early, but actually, I guess it's not that early. Another month. So where are we on creativity? We're at 6 and 4. Empathy's at 10. I wonder how we can raise our empathy. I kind of wanted to get through a full year. But we've still got 1, 2, 3, and another month. Okay. Who needs empathy? Oh, no. Here, I have something for you. Have you gone outside the colony yet? Tang asked. I hear all sorts of terrible things. Regardless, we're not allowed to stray from the gates unless we're on an expedition. Tang rolls not that Stas my brother. Okay, so her brother's actually been going on expeditions? Can we... Solana. Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks her breath. Looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, we shouldn't be out here. Children are young. Leave for a second. Can we go on an expedition? Okay. Is there anybody else that we can really talk to? I could do a delivery run. I don't know if I really should go on an expedition though. We can train together. It looks like if we hit somewhere here, we I wonder if we should train. I wonder if we should get to whatever this node is. We're so close to it. Maybe we'll do that. Hi, Solana. She has cousin about chickens. On the ship, adults are always saying, no running, anemone, no running. But outside, there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction, even more after the robo-plows clear the land for farms. Okay, let's train. On the way to the sportsball pitch, Anemone shares a story about the time her brother Com once spiked a ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose back when she used to play sportsball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go on easy on me, she exclaims. I feel like if I go outside, I'm gonna get stabbed. I don't... don't get stabbed, please. That's why we have med beds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs up a blue scaled scar on her jaw right under her ear. All right, so we're now 22. Oh, I bet this is 25. So we did that, but it didn't take a month. Interesting. Okay. We could do work here, which will also increase our toughness. Let's shovel dirt. Let's get to work. What we got here? All right. We can reach 15. Oh well. So now we're at 26. Oh, interesting. Okay. Next month. We're still age 10. You have your dad doesn't have time to chat, but he waves at done. What was that about the mushroom? Oh, no, I'm good. Oops. No. Leave. We're there too. Huh. I said I had new something. Oh, here, mushroom log. Mush wood log. So I can give that to somebody. Not to her, that's for sure. I wonder, where's Cal? I think Cal would like the mushroom log. Let's first talk to Dis. It's pouring rain. Everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass roof palapas. Everyone except Dis, off in the distance, over the wall near the sports ball field. He's definitely skulking. Need 15 perception. Ugh, my perception's 11. Tell someone. I got a persuasion here. Okay, you tell security chief Rhett that you saw Dis up to no good around behind the garrison. He's too distracted trying to put buckets on various leaks. To pay you much attention. Thank you, Solana. I'll check out it later. He says if there's a danger to the colony, one of us lookouts will catch it. You're not so sure. You know Dis. He's very good at hiding when he doesn't want to be found. Which probably means he really doesn't like us now, right? We're at a 2 with him. Yeah, he really doesn't like us. And then he's at 23. Tammy's dead. We're never gonna. We still have a bunch of people we haven't found yet. Okay. The cow is scratching his stick listlessly in the dirt, seemingly uninterested in your presence until you get right in his face. Oh, hey, Solana, he says, mustering up a hollow smile. Sorry, I didn't really feel like playing today. I found something for you. I think. Let's try this. Neat. Calix was taking your gift and peering at it and goes, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Thank you. That did not say that. Oh no, he was not the one that liked it. And it's gone now. Man, that was rough. Tangent's watching a construction crew building scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. I thought for sure because he always works in like in the geoponics section with my parents. Ugh, that was a waste. They're using much wood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a timber to stack on its place. She points toward them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was just dirty jungle. Now civilization. I've been learning about adaptability and writing in biology class. The books say it's what sets us apart from animals. Like we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Yeah, totally. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. And Roy's maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any signs of intelligent life here. It's just those big dumb xenofauna. I must say some animals are smart and friendly. Tang looks acceptable. They're still animals, Solana. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice so you'll feed them. You're like he didn't eat you. She folds her arms. Dorbs and moth look cute, but one can eat through a bag of rice in less than 30 minutes. Even an herbivore can be dangerous here. It doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. Together we watch the foreman put the blueprints of the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her hollow palm and raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tang says primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are really, with our genetic enhancements, we're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic super species. Dang. She was the one we should have given it to. Now we know. Now we feel like a dummy. But it gives us persuasion and creativity. We're at 5 and 6. Let's keep going here. Tang has a secret admirer. She totes embarrassed about it, but even she can't resist how nice it feels when someone leaves her little presence. Not quite sure what she's gonna do with all those crystals and plants, but you're sure she'll manage. All right. Super goal. There we go. So we're creative is now at 10 and 7. Okay, very good. I think I might. You're every time I familiar dream, it must crash into the walls, and searching for them, travels to the colony as you watch helplessly. A time shifts in the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" But your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water. It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess it must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. It's still early hours in the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder, like the footsteps of an angry beast. Let's go to our parents for comfort. Your dad is awake too, watching this rain from the large porthole in the kitchenette. He gives you a hug and gaze out together. "This is good," he says quietly. "It means we'll have plenty of water on the crops. Pure, healthy water, just like on Earth. Everything's gonna be okay, my little potato." You hug your dad tight and hope he's right. Dad is definitely the better parent. Not that I shouldn't say better parent, but dad is definitely the more emotionally available parent, I will say. For sure. All right, I wanted to see if... Dad's the best. Does anyone have anything to say? Okay, she does. You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie! One of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone, she retorts as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground pods. Just because everyone else shortens their name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone, but having a name is kind of cool. I'm mysterious, like having a call sign, you know? What do you want to call me, Solana? Nem? Nem is kind of cool. Nemi? Just Anemone? Something else. How about Nem? Nem tilts her head. Huh. I've never heard that one before. She might be swinging a sword a few times. Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. And it's kind of like I'm a venturer from a story. I would have chosen Annie, but each of them, I don't like Annie. Honestly, I think Annie's a gross name. I mean, not a gross name. Okay, that's not right. I don't like saying Annie. And I think Nem sounds cool, okay? Also, she doesn't like Annie. But I think Nem was way better than Annie. Annie's a cool name. That was harsh. No, Annie is like Orphan Annie. Like it's old school. Annie's like an old school name, and I'm not. It's a kid's name? No, it's Auntie Annie. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's Auntie M's, but. I don't know. I actually like. I don't think I've known any Annies personally in my life. I don't think I've ever known an Annie. I don't know. It's cool if you're named that, but I don't like that as a name that I would choose. I don't know if Annie's always. I don't think Annie's always short for something. I wonder if it is always short for something. You spend the next hour sparring with Nem in the yard. Oh, I think Nem is cool. Alright, I think we need to... We can get organization if we go do some packages. Or we could go to class. Get some reasoning skills. Can we train with her? I don't think so, right? No, we can't train. We need toughness of 40 or greater now. Okay. There, we're at 26. Okay. Empathy, persuasion. What do we need for... We need... Persuasion of 20 or greater. Ugh. Oh my god, that's gonna take forever. We need bravery. Oh, I don't even know how to get bravery. I'm only at 2. He wanted biology. Oh. Okay. Oops. I don't really want to help him with the... Oh, animals? I don't know how to get animals, though. I wonder if we're going to have to go outside to get animals. But what do we need for her? We need reasoning. Alright, let's see if we can leave. Let's see if we can leave as a 10-year-old. But if we say I'm tough enough. Oh, well, so you are, Uncle Tonin replies, his voice heavy as he looks at you with pride. You're grown up, aren't you? He nods and pats you on the shoulder, and you know he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, he tells you, I can see that you're a tough cookie, and I'd love to have you on my surveyor team in the future, but you have to wait a few more years first. Come see me when you're older, okay, kiddo? Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates of safety. Pfft, what's that? Looking around, questioning. Psst. Oh, sorry, it was a psst, not a pfft. Tell him Tammy dies. That's her uncle. It's Dis. He's hiding behind some bushes. That's so typical. He puts his finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure, why not? He leads you silently along the walls to the garrison and crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly he's gone. What? You check to make sure nobody else notices, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall, big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide to the side to get through. You could sneak out. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps or the other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If this does it, how dangerous could it be? Unlock sneak out expeditions. Would that be, they said it was what, around here? You've seen this use the drain pipe behind the garrison to sneak through the walls. There's a metal grate that comes off so you can crawl through. Do you want to go there? Sneak out. Bravery, perception, and friends with Dis. Yes! All right. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the expedition's depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Okay. You slip through the drain pipe and out of the colony before anyone saw you. Anyone that's except a dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Is that Driss? He turns and disappears to the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Driss. He's not allowed outside the colony either. We're just gonna follow him. You scamper after him through the brush. Heedless of branches and brambles scrapping your arms and legs. Without a proper enviro suit, you'll get all scratched up. The kid is fast. You quickly lose sight of Dis and can't find his trail again, but you do learn something by trying. Okay. We have a question mark. Oh, oops. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it just stops and stares at you. Push past it, find another way around it. Animal challenge? To 27. Oh. I wonder what would be... I wonder what would be easiest. Oh. Interesting. That is not... Okay, that might be the way to do this one next round. Yeah, that's gonna be better. We can do... Actually, we can take that. Oh, come on. Yes, perfect. Next round. And then... Do I have to place? I guess I don't have to place all 5. Oh. I could have had 9 out of 14. Last round only. Oh. Oh, that's how you get animals, though. You're so cooked. I'm not cooked. I'm extra crispy. I made it through. I'm well done. All right. Interesting. We're almost done with the year. But I want to explore out here for a little bit. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear the little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you and eventually lets you by. So we have 15 stress. So we just don't want to make sure we don't get too stressed out. So there's a question mark or colony outskirts. Sure. The area is muddy from all the recent rain, like real muddy. If you walk further, you're likely to get swallowed by some puddle of purple muck. All right, let's do the perception challenge. Actually, if we're gonna do that, we should do 8. Actually, maybe we should get rid of that one. I guess it's 12. Let's do that. And then... Okay. All right. Victorious. Okay. You hop from dry spot to start miraculously don't fall in. Up to your armpits in mud. Oh, nice. So we've got a new card. Very good. We're almost out of stress, but I think I can do one more challenge. I want to see what this challenge will be. You leave the path and sneak through the strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's getting too hard. It's small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush trees, logs, and some kind of machine, while the 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw. Stay and watch what they're doing. You stay out of sight and watch what they do. When one tree crashes down, it's almost like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but they can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch with a scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. We were incredibly where's that mush tree? I was up to the armpits. I thought we got... Here we go. +1 for each gem on other cards. We're very stressed out. So time to go back. Go home. This will end the month. Yes. We can't get stressed. I think if we go over the 100, things will happen. All right, good. Our friendship is increasing with him, because I think we had like nothing with him. All right, we're in the mid-wet. We're crazy stressed. No one's got any... Oh, Dad does. Hold on, Dad's got stuff. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some art or in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, tiger butter. As long as after a long hug, you do feel a little better, and your dad gives you incredible hugs. Dad's the best. You need a break soon? Okay. Let's talk to our friend really quickly. I mean, that's not a friend. I mean, it's kind of a friend. Here, I have something for you, but I don't think I have anything yet. Yeah. All right. Reasoning 20, but we are now 10, 7, 10. I do need to up my persuasion. 26, 24 for perception, actually. We got a lot of perception. Now we are at 5 animals. I think perception, wasn't that him? Oh, bravery. Okay, so that's not... biology. I think it was persuasion was the other one. Okay. Let's go check it out with our friend really quick. Tiger Butter is crazy. Isn't that like, I know, I was like, that's an interesting nickname, but it's kind of cute, but I'm kind of like, I need toughness of 40 and 26. I think I just have to just chill out for a second. We're just gonna relax in the lounge. So we took the month off. We want to forget first steps or crawling. I think we do want to forget something though, because I don't need to crawling anymore. I think we can get rid of that one. Like, bruh, it's like if I said lion honey. Cheetah soda. No, I was kidding. Cheetah jam, I guess, because you want it more like a spreadable condiment. The crawling or the first steps. I do have 2 first steps, but I think it's better. I think I'm gonna get rid of a crawling. Bear Nutella. Close and keep cards. Forget crawling. Okay. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness and check your hollow palm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals. If you ever even call it morning, they've named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing out here in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of going out if you can't see anything? It's gonna be a long, boring month. No way, it looks cool out there. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The plant must be very close to it now. Now in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls, and gurgling roars. And after Mars' message and his notices from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside, Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back to the gates closed for the month. There's a tension in the air as if everyone's waiting for something. So that's why these last 2, this is actually 2 months. Okay, interesting. Late wet. So now we're in the glow. Interesting. This looks really cool. Oh my goodness. This looks gorgeous. What a name. I know, right? You can't see anything, but it looks amazing. What's this? Find a glittering crystal cluster? Nice. I wonder who would want that. Oh, I think I know who would want that. This is starting off outside the gates. Feels different to him. Don't know how, just different. He still doesn't really like me much. We're still at only a 3 for friendship. There's our friend Annie. Or Nem, as I'm gonna call her. Nem blinks at you in the dark. It's so spectacular. It's perfect for hide and seek. Okay. I don't want to give her the crystals. I'm trying to find the correct people to give this stuff to. Oh, that's just play sports ball. Bravery. Oh, that does give you bravery. Maybe. Let me just leave for a second. Where are all the other? Where's everybody else? Are they already not here? Oh, because you're supposed to stay inside. Deliver supplies. Organization and perception. Huh, okay. My mom's still out here though. Solana, your mom stops. She's like, what are you doing out of your quarters? This isn't safe out here. I'm going to school. She nods at the guard during program. Fair enough, she replies. Stay close to the stratosphere. Got it? No, it's out there this time of year. Done. Alright. I lied. Okay, they have the doors closed. Oh, but we can view the bestiary. So now is... Oh, there's no... Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to have a picture, but it did not. Alright, leave. All right, let's go to school this month. Because I want persuasion. Was it persuasion? Up to 7. Persuasion. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. There's some sort of emergency in engineering that requires Hal's attention, so today's class will be taught by the ship's artificial intelligence congruence. Good morning, congruence ships. Today we're going to talk about the formation of the Vertumna group and our decisions to leave Earth. It's a very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about it. Let's dig in. You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability, coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds, had thrown the Earth into chaos. And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed the Ventumna group with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their star-born children, you, slid through a wormhole and ended up here on a planet called Ventumna. There's so much you didn't know. Congruence pulls up a hollow projection of an unassuming human with a firm maternal gaze. This is planktonic ascendance Wang Botha Schmidt, she says, the spiritual leader of the Vertumna movement. They were what people call a speculative fiction writer. The Vertumna project proved that their writing, though speculative, was far from fiction. That's one long-ass name. Wang Botha Schmidt's writings centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting in vert space. Far from just a book club, these people bonded over mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They were committed to Wang Botha Schmidt's idea of a future where everyone is treated equally without prejudice. But they realized it couldn't be done online. Congruence tells you, though committed to social justice, the group saw the impossibility of forming to truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases and the diverse context of their real lives. They realized that this was the work of generations, and the solutions must look to the future as Wang Botha Schmidt did. Time for a nap. So they got together. The image of a squat, concrete building with a rooftop garden replaces Wang Botha Schmidt around the edges of the classroom. The hollow projector gives the impression of towering walls topped with razor wire. The first Vertumna colony, congruence tells you. 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that would be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from egg and sperm donors chosen by lottery and raised communally like you as the second generation of the Vertumna group. Those babies were your parents. Wait, it was some kind of cult. Wait, it was some kind of cult? The next I heard to say mix their DNA. They mix their cultures. Let's focus on that one for now. Their hollow projection now shows the compound under siege as more colonies were founded. Word got out about the Vertumna group's social experiments. Congruence continues. Assimilation was an unpopular ideology at the time because it had to be used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. This combined with panic that the Vertumna group was destroying the family unit or raising an army of gene-tech super soldiers brought the colony under attacks from all sides. But cultural assimilation is horrible. In leaving behind inherited traditions, rules, and resentments, the hope is that humanity may be wiped clean of centuries of intergenerational trauma. Congruent sounds like she's reciting doctrine. Even the first generation of the Vertumna group wasn't certain it was possible. You're the beginning of a new beginning. Who knows what you'll be capable? You have the feeling you're not going to be a nuanced answer from the ship's AI. The image of the burning compound is replaced with the stratospheric on a launch pad. Luckily, the next phase of the Vertumna project was ready to launch. 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship to seed a far-flung corner of the universe with a new human culture. She smiles. The ultimate goal of the Vertumna group was you, children, she says. A generation raised completely unburdened by troubles that plagued Earth. Isn't that lovely? How they built a ship. What was Earth like when they left? So nobody on Earth was like us. So much information. What was Earth like when they left? Terrible! Congruence shows you some dire demographics. The institutions that had given people the illusion of safety were torn down and wars were rampant, both resource-based and ideological. Large parts of the Earth were rendered uninhabitable by climate change, pollution, and nuclear war, especially the critical food-growing regions of the world. The Vertumna group weren't the only ones trying to escape Earth, but as far as we know, we're the only success. So much information. Gained memory. The Vertumna group. Your head is so stuffed with ideas it might burst. Professor Hal and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different based on your genetic makeup or family history. It's hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbors. You wonder what it's like. Everyone's celebrating different holidays, eating different foods, speaking different languages. Are you missing out? Or are you better without it, like the original colonists believed? It's hard to say, as the decisions was made for you long before you were born. All you can do is be the best Solana you can be. All right, that was a lot. That's 10. It's still 10. Huh. I guess it doesn't matter. That's 9. So that's the closest we're gonna get, I think. Oh, okay, that's fine. We still got some. It's daytime when the emergency siren started up. Well, what passes for day? It's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look toward the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you use for hull breaches and fires. And it's space, it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Vertumna, it meant go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is the children's crèche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire? Is the colony under attack? So if we're brave, we could fight, but we're gonna hide. You find Dis in the crutch and join him in hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You're scared. Alright. Not silently. Let's not silently. Just sure. I thought I would be, but I'm not, he says. I'm not scared of stuff like this. You can't help but glance at the hollow projector on the wall, the one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy earlier this year. The glowing bear looms over the room and for a moment looks like a monster than a toy. You grew up here. It feels weird to be hiding here like you're just little kids again. You hear the more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour they play the all clear tone. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you know it's all safe now as the lights come back on. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure anything is safe? You relieve when your parents arrive with an ashen face. Cal. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. The council admits they don't know how the gates were open or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. So basically, in the glow, during the middle of one of the nights, a bunch of animals, or supposed animals, came in and attacked us. But we hid during that time. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20. So you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends buttons to the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck. Yeah. I'm 11. So we got Cal is 17. Anemone's 23. Tanger's 13. So these are the top 3. Mars is 7. And Dis is 3. So focusing on him is kind of, they're saying stupid right now. But I don't want it. Oh, it's okay. We also have a Sun Medallion. Are these all the ones we like earned during this? Okay, this is all the ones we earned during this time. We have 24 kudos, 15 stress, 25 loyalty, persuasion's at a 9. Okay, so this is telling us where we landed. Our toughness. So we gained 16 toughness and 14 perception. Actually, it's, and a lot of creativity. Okay. Interesting. Start age 11. Okay. That's where I'm gonna save it. Alright, and that's where I gotta pause it. Next song. Interesting. Here's the content warnings. Major character death, exactly who dies, children in peril / dying, animal cruelty, bodily harm, and grossness, implied sexual content, drugs and alcohol, violence and text, mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, traumatic global events. Okay. It is suitable for ages 13 and older. I told you. This game is like 10 hours-ish long. Yeah, it's got a lot on it, a lot to do. I might play it Wednesday. I also had, you told me. I told you. I don't want to see who dies. Besides, we already know of one character who dies. Main menu. Let's go. What if we go to the gallery? Did we unlock anything? No, we didn't. But like, there's a bunch of endings. You didn't save? Yes, I did. I saved right before I looked at WoW endings. These are backgrounds. All the cards. Let's count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is what, 28? Plus 1 is 29. Yeah. Yep. Exactly, 29. All right, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. 29 endings. Chivos? Oh. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, good luck getting them. Good luck trying to get them all. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's like, well, all endings are like 100+ hours. Yeah, I told you. Like, it's like the thing is, you definitely get your money worth, right? Like you get your money's worth because it's actually not terribly. I don't think it's that expensive. Hold on. Did I close my? I think VLC crashed. I'm like, where'd my music go? There it goes. Let me see. In Steam right now, it's $25. It looks like. Did you finish 9 Souls? I knew you were gonna ask that. No. No. No, I did. I haven't. I have not watched. I have not watched. I've not played 9. I have not finished it. Understandable. That last boss is crazy. I didn't finish it either. I that last boss. I'm super stuck on. You can't give me a tough time. You can. It's still you can, but I saw a video. Like I was watching like other like video VOD or not VODs, but videos of people like explaining like tips and tricks for like defeating the boss. And I tried a couple of them. I had a hard time executing a lot of the advice that was given. If I do it, I'll have to do it off stream because no one wants to spend 6 hours of just me failing for too much hours. It would literally be like too many hours. Next stream, Clash Royale. No. Next stream, I wasn't sure about this game. I didn't want to put this game on twice, only want to play it once, but now I kind of wish I had put it on twice. Next stream, Roblox. Keep dreaming. What I put? I put blueprints. Yeah, I did put blueprints. But I might come back to this game instead. I put blueprints as like a placeholder, but I might come back to it. I don't know. This is a lot of talking. I mean, you can always just change the schedule. I have a couple times, and for that one I might. So instead of blueprints, I just like I said, I kind of put that as like an easy filler. So we might do more Exocolonist. I want to maybe do another year or so. I don't know. It's a lot of time to go all the way to year 20. But I might want to do like till year 15. It would be kind of interesting because you're supposed to age up as a character. So it'd be kind of nice to see the character age a little bit. So maybe I'll come up on Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, not Wednesday. I'm coming live on Thursday at 7 p.m. And do another year, and then we'll be 12 because we're 11 now, so we'll end on 12, and maybe I'll do it next week as well. We'll see. Oh my god, it's way late. It's way late, and I didn't realize it was gonna take 3 hours just to get 1 year in. It took us a long time because we were doing everything. Maybe next time we'll go a little bit. No such thing as way late. Oh my god, yes it is. You're early morning now. Like you're, you know, it's 5 a.m. here and it's early. Exactly. Early for you. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Every time I reach out to an Italian colleague, they're all out and doing fun things and we don't get any holidays. And I'm just like, all of us here in the office, we're just like, we don't get any holidays. We don't get any time off. We have no vacation. We're just American. It's kind of sad every time you get it out of office. Oh, I'm away for 2.5 weeks. And I'm like, you just took a vacation. Even when you get holidays, I don't go out, so I stopped caring for them. I would love a staycation. I need a break. I need some time away from work. My brain I'm actually surprised I was able to read as well as I was today. I was breaking. I have to get to bed. I am exhausted. I'm so glad that you were able to hop in and vacation means daily. Well, it would. Well, I don't know about daily, but it would mean a lot more. That's for sure. If we had the time off, I would be around a lot more. I'm trying to revamp my schedule a little bit. 24 hours a day. No, nice try. Already nice try. This weekend, I'm hoping to get up another YouTube video, so we'll see. That's why I've kind of taken the weekends off. I'm trying to get my YouTube videos back up and running. I need to get back on top of that. I'm way behind with that. So, hence why I'm only on during the weekdays as of right now. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I go to get going, but I want to just say a huge thank you, game streamer, YouTuber. That is true. Who would have thought? Me. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it's the way to go. look, a bunch of my authors are big gamers, okay? They all talk about Baldur's Gate and Astarion. No, just kidding. Rare combo, honestly. I don't know. I will say, I think a lot of the authors are into D&D because it's a lot of creativity and story writing, a lot of it. Although, you know, Nine Souls kind of went into a couple of people's, they were talking about how they were obsessed with that a little bit, but not too often. Like I said, it's mostly Baldur's Gate, Diablo, D&D, that kind of stuff. That's what my authors are playing. They're not playing these weird random little things. Maybe not. Right, it's very sweet. When you finished school, your teacher gave you a Dr. Seuss book. Oh, that is sweet. That's sweet. I like that. And she gave me a handwritten letter about how it's her favorite book. Oh, that is really, really sweet. You hate reading. She was like probably like prepping this letter, being like, maybe this will get him to read. This is what's gonna do it. I'm gonna pour my heart into this letter and we'll get him to read. That's what it'll be. It's all pictures. It's all right. You know, you gotta do what you like, and you know, not everyone can like the same things. Although I do judge you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I only judge a tiny portion. Kai's not a huge reader as well. I mean, a lot of it, he's a very visual person, so movies are kind of more of his thing. I judge a massive portion. So it's kind of like, it's just like, I think it's just like to the person and how they want to absorb stories, and it's totally cool. All right, I gotta go. You have a great night, all right, or a great morning. Maybe get a couple hours of sleep before the true dawn arises. And yeah, night. I'll see you again soon. All right, you take care. All right, thank you. Bye. You'll probably be here on Thursday if you remember. Okay, cool. Oh shit, I did look at them. I'm so tired. I can't. Perfect. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye.